guess I should. So today I'm doing a video with Chris Davis from PC Addicts.
Yo.
In our conference room. I'm just live streaming just for fun. So you'll see our dumb faces for a little bit, just goofing around, and then maybe we'll do some chat if we got the time for
Sounds
it.
like a plan, man.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know how much room I got on this. Probably not. All right. So you wanna talk about the thing? How are we gonna start it?
Did it just die?
No, it didn't die. It shuts off.
How are you gonna record the audio?
Oh, that's a good question.
So maybe you should go live. We should switch the audio to that and then record this. You know how to record audio out of this?
Yeah, with just like Audacity or something.
Sure. You have the Creative Cloud suite or no?
Not the whole suite.
The Adobe one? No, you don't have Audition.
No,
I
man.
know Audition. Audacity is good.
No, man. Okay, I just want to make sure. All right. Can you pull up my YouTube channel from your computer?
I was just walking back and forth for fun.
I figured that.
Oh yeah. And you can mount it to this.
Okay.
Your thing.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
See?
All right, so I have that recording. I'll just let that. We'll stop it.
Audacity.
Yeah, that's working.
Okay.
All right.
All right. It's tricky.
So I want to keep it kind of short.
All right.
I don't want to make it super long. So how do we want to?
We just do it, man.
Yeah, but what are we exactly saying?
I don't know. But we'll figure it out.
It was your
Look,
idea.
This is live right now.
to
This
do
guy
this.
keeps standing there.
Oh, okay. Kind of.
All right, I'm going, man.
God, what are you doing?
I'm
what are you waiting
going.
for?
We got 7 thumbs up already? Are we actually, like, people watching us right now?
I don't think so.
Well, there's 7 thumbs up. That means
Yeah, but I think it
you have
keeps.
a bot running that
No, like I think it keeps just picking up on the same.
No, it's got thumbs up, not just views. It's got thumbs up. You can only thumb up once per person.
Yeah, but I think it like keeps keeping the same.
Is there?
I don't know.
Is there a chat thing? Where's the chat? Or can people chat? Yeah, it's right there. Hello. All right. So what we're gonna do is just quickly talk and discuss
I changed the title of it too.
paintable. No, because we don't know any information on this paintable stuff.
We could say that it's paintable
All right.
stuff. I keep blocking this camera. All right, so
Clifford says yes. What's up, Clifford?
what's up, Clifford?
Yo.
All right, let's just go start this real quick.
All right.
That's recording.
Then we got a microphone right here.
Audacity is recording. What?
Testing. Ooh, it's freaking. Is it recording now?
Yeah,
That?
everything's recording.
Are
No.
you still recording the camera? Let's do this.
No, it just says offline again.
What's going on? Oh, maybe his wireless is dropping. Because they're doing wireless stuff here?
Is that what they're doing right now?
Yeah. The whole day. Oh, look, I got markers.
All right. Well, I gotta be able to hear it on both things when I think.
You gonna start this or what?
Yeah. I want to say today we're talking about what? Today we're discussing productive conference room stuff. Yeah. No, today we're discussing being productive.
During
Ways to be productive.
meetings.
Because it's gotta be.
IT related.
See this.
This is a tough one, but we just got to do it.
All right.
Just say we want to show you something cool that we use here at work for our meetings, in our IT meetings.
There we go.
Damn, so
we go.
smart.
Hey everybody, this is Zach with IT Career Questions, and today I have with me.
Chris Davis.
He's with PC Addicts.
Yeah.
Go check out his channel. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, today we are discussing our pretty sweet whiteboard here, and it's not exactly a board because it's a wall with some pretty. Oh man, this marker sucks. Pretty
Aw.
sweet. Yeah. We need new markers here, I guess.
I think we do.
That's terrible. All right.
That is terrible.
So it's pretty sweet. We use this very often when we come in here to do our meetings. He's picking up this mess. This guy's terrible. But
Safety first. Safety
Absolutely.
first.
Safety first.
Why don't I want you to trip on the...
Oh, thanks. Oh, that one works better. Yeah.
But this is a whiteboard.
It's a white wall.
Actually, it's a wall.
It's a wall.
It's a very
board.
echoey wall. Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
What's on the other side of that? I don't know.
What else we gotta, like, you know?
I don't know.
How am I gonna be
I don't like this video at all.
I don't like it either.
Let's delete it and do something different.
Like what?
I don't know, like...
I gotta stop this thing. It's driving me nuts. Son of a...
This is not working out.
No, we didn't plan this.
Well, I'm trying. You want to try to keep it geared towards what your channel's about, right?
Right, that's why I thought we were doing this for, like, your channel.
No.
No. So...
Alright, we gotta do something else.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna try out these yellow orange lights. They suck. Oh, but we do have a whiteboard here that we could. We have a whiteboard here we can use to demonstrate something. So.
Right. Talk about documenting our work. I kind of did a video on that.
I like that. How can we utilize the board? Because that'd be kind of cool.
Right on there, documenting our work. Documentation.
Here, you get that right.
No, I don't.
Ooh, look at that. Is that gonna be in the video?
Why don't you go look? Sure.
What happened to the? Oh, did you stop it?
That's just audacity.
Yeah, it's wow. It's way in there.
What about this video?
And it's not in focus, my friend. Oh, that's this camera.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
What about this camera? That's what I want to know.
I don't know how to use this equipment.
The documentation.
But how do we? Oh yeah, that's there.
That's there.
Yeah, that's perfect. Let me actually. I'll get you kind of centered. So you stand on that side. That's perfect. Okay. Let me. We're good. All right. Ready? Record. Whatever.
You
Right
can
here.
press the record button.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah, this will work.
Yeah.
This will work. Today we're talking about documentation, and these are things that you should know getting into IT. I'm Zach, and this is Chris with PC Addicts, and let's just get this thing started.
Do it.
So, we're obviously talking about documentation. I have it written here on this pretty sweet white wall whiteboard thing, but I really want to stress how important it is to document your work and keep things in much,
Start off again with, I really want to talk about, that's where you can cut it.
Yeah, right.
Documenting.
But there's something else that I should say, like documenting your work and keeping things. So today,
Fuck.
I'm live right now.
I'm sorry, fudge. You didn't let me
safe for
finish.
work.
I was trying to say fudge.
Oh, okay.
So say it again with.
Today I'm talking about. Sorry, Today we're talking about. No, I already said that. So I really want to stress how important it is to keep all of your work documented, like issues that you may have or quick fixes for things, and how to keep all of that organized. So I have Chris here with me because he's really good at this stuff, and he really pushes me to do that constantly. So why don't you tell everybody about like the wiki that we use for documentation?
I'm glad you asked or said something about it. We do use a wiki system here. It's a free version. It's actually a very old version. It's called DecuWiki. It's not called that anymore. It's MindTouch something else, I think. But it's basically a web-based documentation tool that. Leslie just okay. It's basically an online, web-based, not online. It's basically a web-based documentation tool where we all can go in and collaborate within this tool and document every aspect of whatever program we're working in, or how to fix a certain Windows 7 or XP type problem. We document everything in this wiki, and it's very important, especially for the new employees that come in. They can go in there, look through all this documentation, and figure out most of our problems that we've had at this place before. So it has a lot of value to a business. Wiki. That's what it's called.
Wiki.
Yep. I don't think they have. I don't know if there's a free version anymore these days, but there's other free versions, free things you can find out there for wikis. But yeah, it's a good thing to have for documentation in a business.
Definitely. So another thing with, we kind of brought up what we use currently to document our work, but when you're just starting out and you don't have access to a DecuWiki, or maybe you're getting into a new environment, this is a great suggestion for keeping everybody, and up to date and all of your information documented. But you can always use Google Docs. So I'll write that on the board.
And while he's writing that, I just thought of another thing. He mentioned, if you don't have a system or anything, just throw it in Word or throw it in Notepad or something just to get it documented.
Or throw it in Google Docs.
Or Google Docs, like he just wrote, and then eventually you can put it into a system like this. I mean, I just got asked by a local business asking if I could set up like their new, all their access points. It's a brand new business, and they wanted me to do it. I said, I can't commit to it, but whoever you have do it. I told them, make sure you get everything documented, IP addresses, how everything works, how everything's connected, the physical locations, everything. So that way if there's an emergency, a tech can come in there, read the documentation, and get that business back on track.
Definitely. Documentation is critical. And when you're just starting out, it's going to be something very important that you learn and keep on doing, because you're going to refer back to a lot of the stuff that you have done or documented. And some of these things, like, you do it one time or two times, and then you might not do it for like 6 months. And then you're like, oh, crap.
Yep.
How do I do that?
Yep.
Well, if you would have documented your work, you can go back to it and just quickly do it instead of trying to figure out this problem again. So, there's the wiki thing that you can introduce to in some type of business environment. But just starting out, start documenting everything in Google Docs. And if you're doing work on the side, like you're fixing somebody's computer, I'm sure you've done it a million times, but just try documenting like the steps that you've taken, and throw it in a Google Doc or whatever and save it, and you can always refer back to it, but just get a rhythm of how things are done. And I can actually show them examples of previous jobs where I've done documentation on printers, stuff like that, and that'll kind of give you a guideline of what I mean when we're saying document your work.
Absolutely. The side jobs I do, like one side job, I have a lot of stuff saved out there somewhere, and I refer to that a lot because I don't remember what settings I made for their wireless stuff or anything. So I always refer to that thing. It comes in so handy. Don't leave a business high and dry if you're doing work for them, and just hold on to any documentation. Give them that documentation. Have them save it in a secure location too, physical in a physical location, maybe a safe or something.
And I guess another thing that you could use to document your work, and this will basically help keep you organized, is this wonderful tool. And you've heard me talk about it before. And this guy over here actually introduced me to it. Trello.
This is awesome.
It's a free web-based tool where you can go online and you have like all these different cards, as they call them, where you can store tons and tons of information in these cards, and you can really keep yourself organized that way. And I highly recommend this tool.
Yeah.
Mainly because it's free, but also it's awesome. I mean, we both use it. We both collaborate. You can collaborate with other people on it, so you can share it out.
It's kind of based off the Kanban system. If you know what that is, you'll understand it. If you don't, Google it, because there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with Kanban, the whole system. And then just how simple and easy this is. I've tried a lot of different systems, and Trello, it was the easiest one by far, and fluid. I mean, like, you can drag and drop things easily. It's very usable on the phone and everything. This I use for personal. I have probably 5 different boards for side businesses, and And I also have one for work. I just don't use it because we have other tools here within the business
Like a
for project management, like that and service desk. We use service desk.
Yeah.
But this is really, really cool. It's not for documentation so much, but you can use it for like project management type stuff.
For organization.
Organization.
Keeping yourself organized.
Yeah.
Because you can, as you kind of organize yourself, you can always link back to your Google Docs, and it's very fluid in the way that you're able to actually, keep everything organized and documented.
Absolutely.
So I'm just gonna, we're just gonna show you, basically, here's a couple things that you can do to start documenting your work. So we'll just kind of say.
Oh, you're gonna do it here?
Yeah.
That one erases pretty good.
Anybody like, you guys are dumb.
Clifford did say, what is the best ITSM solution you guys would recommend? And he says it's hard to organize in Wiki.
Depends on the wiki system, really. We use that DecuWiki, and it's customizable. So, we have we created table of contents. It just, to us, it makes sense. It's searchable, and we use it hourly. I mean, we use it, every one of us uses it all the time here. There's just so many. We have so many different applications, servers, networking equipment. I would try not to drag this one on too much longer. I think you're gonna have like a half-hour video. You know what I mean?
That's all right if it is.
Okay.
People watch it.
All right. What are we doing now?
So.
Oh, okay. Yep.
As if you and I were going to create a new
A page.
document.
Let's use an example. Like what? Like the issue is, do you remember the old days with XP with the white desktop screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's use that.
Okay.
Explain the issue. Customer will call in saying there's active desktop recovery is on the screen. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Let's do that
I
one.
won't write it down. That's
Okay.
fine. We'll just kind of talk about it. How about you
Is it
start it up?
recording still?
Yeah.
Oh,
How
okay.
about you start it up?
All right.
So, be like,
So here's an example of, let's say there's a brand new issue we found out is happening, and it's reoccurring, and we think it might happen in the future. One thing we may do is say, all right, let's start a brand new wiki page, and let's, at the very top of it, say, explain the issue. We're going to say something like, customer will call in saying, let's use the example of the old XP days when the active desktop recovery screen was up and it's all white, because that was a big issue. Let's say it's that. It'll say, customer calls in saying there's a white screen that says active desktop recovery. Okay, basic. Most tech people, we don't need that much info, but maybe you have a brand new help desk person coming in who's answering the phones who might be able to help. They're going to search for keywords. They're going to find this article, and then hopefully down here it's going to tell them how to fix it. So then, what's next?
hang on.
Oh, sorry.
So I think it's very, very important when you start explaining the issue that you do include those keywords so it's searchable. But if you're just have a Google Doc or something out, it definitely helps just to give like a really good description so that you can always refer back to that and know exactly what you're talking about. And anybody who doesn't know what you're talking about can read it and understand basically what's going on. So make sure you use detail. Detail is always good. So the next piece of this, I would say, is just writing down the steps, basically.
Yeah, basically how to fix. Because I mean, there's different things you can put in there. You may want a reason why it happened, but that might also fall on the explain the issue. Because reason could be, I don't know, a hotfix came down or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So blah blah blah. So another thing with explaining the issue, you can also throw in a reason why this is happening, and that way, I don't know, whatever. Have it.
Cut that.
Good. So number 2, you're going to start documenting how to actually fix it. So you're going to go step by step, and you're going to write it out. You're going to type it out. Say you right-click on the desktop, you go to Properties, and then you go to, what is it, desktop, screensaver. God, it's been a while. XP so old.
It's been a while. I don't remember.
So you're basically going to write out step by step how you do this. And if you're a professional, if you really know what you're doing and you really, value this documentation stuff, you're going to take screenshots.
Yes, screenshots. I would always look at this, building these pages up, as if someone who is semi-technical is going to be looking at this to fix the problem. Because a technical person will be able to skim through this real quick and find the important pieces of, oh yeah, I got to go here, right click on customize desktop, that's where it was.
Yeah, customize desktop.
Or we could have used the wiki to look that up.
Yeah, it is a wiki.
So, let me cut. So just remember, build it so where somebody that might be somewhat technical could follow these instructions, even a few screenshots, and fix the problem. Because ultimately, that's what you want to do. You want to be able to delegate this stuff out to someone who is able to follow these steps and fix the issue, so you can concentrate on higher priority, bigger rocks.
So make sure you write down how to fix it. You want detailed steps, step 1, step 2, step 3, and try to include screenshots because those are extremely important. And sometimes if you are a very technical person, you don't even have to read the steps. You can just look at the screenshots and say, oh, that's simple. Just follow it based off the screenshots.
Better to have too much info than not enough.
Yes, exactly. Always include as much information as possible, for sure.
Yeah.
So these are kind of the things that we do, and
it seems real basic.
It does.
It seems basic, but get in the habit of doing it, especially from the get-go. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. I sometimes forget to write an article, and the guys yell at me, and that's fine. I need them to, so that way it reminds me next time to write that article.
Yeah, and when you're just starting out, documenting your work, even if you're just, basically writing down what somebody else is telling you, if they don't have a system like we've talked about in place, it's always good for you to refer back to that stuff in a place that you're just starting out at. So just get used to documenting your stuff so that you're not, always asking a million questions. You can have something to refer back to. So I hope you guys found this video somewhat useful, and I don't know, leave me a comment. Check out PC Addicts.
Give them a like or a thumbs up or whatever they call it these days on YouTube.
Yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe. Go over to this guy's channel, subscribe to him. That's all we got.
All right. Good. Yeah.
I don't know what's very good, but
yeah, edit it. Let's get it done.
edit it.
Yeah, I'll get this. All right, you got it. Yeah, see, I think this is important too for your channel, just because, remember, you're trying to target these people who are, I know we're live still, but that's okay. Trying to get into IT.
15 minutes. Oh my god, the movie recorded exceeded 4 gigabyte limit. Split into 2 files.
But it's still good for the people on your target because, they can use this as part of their interview discussions where they're saying, I like to.
I've actually used that many times in interviews.
Document, yeah.
Say like how important documentation is and stuff. What's going on here?
Still live.
It's hard to organize in Wiki. We use MediaWiki.
MediaWiki. You got 4 watching right now. One's me though.
One's me.
Oh. New wiki. Most of the time, Clifford, I think you can. Depending on the wiki system, like our DecuWiki, it's pretty old, but they still currently have versions out there. But I think most of the time you could find a way to do that. Yeah, we use Service Desk for our ticketing system and inventory system. What else?
So something else. Huh?
Yeah.
Jira or CA.
We also use, and that's by a company called Manage Engine. We also use their Op Manager.
operations manager. Basically, we're able to do like network monitoring on devices, and it'll report on it'll give us notifications if something goes down, if we're monitoring a certain service on a server or whatever. I wish we had a coffee machine in the conference room.
Right, that would be convenient.
That would.
Yeah, this thing isn't very focused. It's super delayed.
Oh yeah, even on a fast connection, it's super delayed. It's just how it is. Can you? Yeah, I don't know how to focus those. Oh, put your hand in front of it, and then just a little bit right there. That's good. And then go back slowly. I think. I used to do that back with the old Logitechs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I still don't see your hand on there.
Yeah.
I'm still talking about service desk or something.
Yeah. That's a crazy delay.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. What if I refresh the page? Let's see if it goes a little bit faster. See, it's still not focusing right.
Did it show my hand?
Yeah, now I'm looking. I refreshed it. So now your hand you just put your hand
Oh, it's
up.
still not.
It's focused on you, I think, over there, which is fine. That works.
I think they're all imported now, aren't they? No, it's still importing. Jeez. I don't know. I wasn't that big of a fan of that video.
No, don't post it.
It might work.
They have 652,000 views on burn video files of DVD.
It's ridiculous.
Let's reply to another
Redonkulous. So there's 2 other people watching.
That's awesome.
Who's watching?
Yeah, say hello in the what is it called? Comment? The chat? Yeah.
What was the company for Service Desk? The company is Manage Engine. I'll type it out in chat.
Like manage the engine.
I think it's manageengine.com. Something like that.
Yeah, I'm getting some good questions, man. On my question thing. A few of them.
Yeah, especially the one from IT Career Questions.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
That's a good thing that, like, you're going to get a ton probably. If you keep doing it, you'll just keep getting more questions.
And when I was recording that video, I had done so many retakes. I hate recording. I did so many retakes, but I always tried to say, like, my buddy Zach and I kept saying PC Simplest, and then I'm like, and I go PC Simplest / IT, and I'm like,
Hey Ray, how's it going?
IT career, and I can't even remember, so I'm like,
I can't even pronounce it. Shoot, which is, I think it's going to be these 2. I mean, Premiere is, like, crazy.
Huh?
Except Premiere is crazy.
Why? Need help? I'm pretty comfortable in it now. I finally did some other hotkeys. I read up on a couple other people's, like, professional people, and there's a few hotkeys now I use. But
how do you sync up the audio?
So there's
video?
multiple ways. You're doing, like, if I have more than one camera, I do a multi-camera thing, and then I do it by audio, and it finds the claps and all the rest of the audio, and then it syncs it up. Otherwise, double-click on the file in your media, project media, and then look at the audio, and then...
Well, I'm exporting the audio right now.
Let me go get another cup of coffee. Let me get a cup of coffee. Hey, are you able to switch the audio to this microphone?
Yeah.
So that they get better audio?
All right.
All right.
No problem, Clifford. Oh man, this thing's chugging. Well, this live stream is pretty boring today because, at work, trying to do a bunch of different things. So I apologize for that. Obviously, isn't the best time to do a live stream, but Chris was like, hey, you should do a live stream. And I was like, oh, okay, I could do that.
Is it done importing?
Yeah, I got it now. So I throw it up into the up here.
Yep.
Right.
You could. I use the K. I always hold K. Well, hit L first and let go, and then hit K when you want it to stop. You want it to stop right before. Here.
Well, I need to be able to see it better too, right?
Let me do it. You could.
I don't know where it went now.
Really zoomed in.
Whatever.
Where's our claps?
Yeah.
Where's our fucking claps?
Today we're talking here.
You gotta get to the beginning where the claps are.
I don't think it's on there.
Did we not clap after the?
All right. Yeah, this will work. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do it at the first loud part.
Today.
Could have done it with my cough.
Okay, that. So I hit A or in or I for in,
Right.
and then do the same thing with the movie. Oops, that's a sequence. Which one is it? This one?
Yeah.
And you can do the audio.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, this will work. Yeah, this will work. Today.
There. Now, just delete that. What is this? Is this one of
Yeah,
those?
yes.
Okay. And then so now you can drag this one. Here, you don't need them all large like that at the moment. Then you can drag your actual audio, which you want to use here. Hold Option. Click on that audio. Delete that one because you're not going to use that one. Delete that track, so it makes sense. Oops. Okay. So now.
Today we're talking about documentation, and these are things that.
So you just basically create your endpoints, and then once you do that, once you drag this, it only drags the in and out points.
Gotcha.
Isn't that easier?
Yeah. I got.
Get used to JKL.
How do I? There we go. I have been using JKL a lot.
You have?
Yeah.
Get used to that. And hold K and then use
Yeah.
J now.
Stupid.
Where are you at now? What do you need to do now?
For what? This? No.
You should know getting into IT.
That's a lot of
I'm
cuts.
Zach, and this is Chris with PC Addicts, and let's just get this thing started. Do it. So,
we're obviously talking about documentation. I have it written here on this pretty sweet whiteboard thing. But I really want to stress how important it is to document your work and keep things in much
and then just create an endpoint and an out point. And then
I really want to stress how important it is to document your work and keep things document your work. See, I use like I look at the audio too a lot, like to see where I'm at. And keep things.
Yeah, I'll maximize that so you can see where to cut in and out.
Start off again with, I really want to talk about
Know how to make your audio sound better in Premiere?
Now let me get the cut out real quick.
I'm sorry, fudge. I was trying to say fudge. Okay. So say it again with
Today I'm talking about. Today we're talking about. No, I already said that. So I really want to stress how important it is to keep all of your work. Okay, so I cut it at the wrong spot. Here on this pretty sweet whiteboard thing, but I really want to stress. I really want to stress how important it is to document your work. Today we're talking about. No, I already said that. Why does it always do that?
What?
Like, I don't know, for whatever reason, like...
It deletes the rest of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine does that too, and then you just undo and then do it again, and it'll delete it. Yeah. I haven't figured that one out yet.
Whiteboard thing. So I really want to stress... That was a really clean cut. Oh, so yeah, if you like right-click on the audio... Wait.
I never do that.
Oh, what do you do?
Well, what are you going to do to enhance it?
I would just do the audio gains.
Oh, I would add a little bass and no treble.
It's all about that bass, No treble. Yeah, nobody's watching.
Probably like Jeff probably is in there watching, or Vicky.
Or Vicky. Like, oh my god. How important it is to keep all of your work documented, like issues that you may have, or quick fixes for things, and how to keep all of that organized. So I have Chris here with me because he's really good at this stuff, and he really pushes me. How do you move your, like, so when you import another video to go on top, like you did with that thing, like, what's the best way to move them around? Because
so it depends what you like.
I'm not doing that right now, but,
okay, but
I do want to make this.
If you set up a test, a sample, we still got 15 minutes.
How can I zoom this in? You know how, like, in ScreenFlow, you can hold down Control and zoom in.
Oh yeah. So
because I want to look at, like, I want to cut out the chair and the microphone.
Oh yeah, easy, man. Okay, so highlight the clip. It looks like you have it highlighted now.
But I want to highlight both clips.
What's both? Both of what?
Well, because I cut it.
Just do one at a time.
Okay.
And then you can sync it across if you want to, or you can.
Let's do the first one.
That's why it'd be cool if you did it like ahead of time. But all right, so as soon as you have the clip highlighted, move your playhead in so you can see it. Because we're going to edit this. There you go. Otherwise, you won't see the changes. Come up here to Effect Control. Expand the first one. Motion. Scale. You could either grab the 100 and drag it to the right, or... Yep, there you go. And then here's your positions. Yeah. So I would zoom in a little bit more, maybe, and then move the whole thing over. Just a little bit. Okay. Now, use 960. I don't know if it's that one or not. Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe there it is. Go the other way, maybe, just to try to get a little bit more. There you go. So now, once you get it set where you want.
I want that stupid chair in there. There we go.
Okay, once you get it set, you could turn that caret again, or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, and then highlight motion, and then Command C, and then click here once, and Command V. Now, if you move the playhead over there, you'll notice it's fixed.
Professional.
Man,
you don't mess around.
Chris here with me because he's really good at this stuff, and he really
pushes me to do that constantly. So why don't you tell everybody about like the wiki that we use for documentation?
I'm glad you asked or said something. We do use a wiki system here. It's a free version. It's actually a very old version. It's called DecuWiki. It's not called that anymore. It's MindTouch something else, I think.
I'm just gonna
It's
stop
basically a
streaming
web-based
because it's
documentation
killing
tool
me.